Hey everyone, welcome to the live chat. I'm Heather, coming to you live during quarantine. It's a great opportunity, right? We're home, we're safe, and now we can look flawless while airbrushing. So if you are new to Luminous, if you are new to airbrushing, great time to learn. Nobody's gonna see if you mess up, and you just wash your face off if you did. It's okay. But I'm gonna show you some little tips and tricks on how to airbrush, how to start, what to do, blah 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 blah, blah, all that fun stuff. So good morning, Candy. Good morning, Shelly. So in this one, we normally do talk about the basics. Like get it out of the box is the number one step because it's not making you look younger sitting in a box. It's not doing your skin any favors sitting in the box. So we want to make sure that you are getting it out and know that it already comes put together. So bam, 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 this is already put together. Your stylus, the hose where the air comes out, your compressor. The only thing you have to do is right here, is plug it in, and that is it, okay? There's only one hole left. It's pretty easy. And then what you'll do is you'll get your starter kit out, and the only thing that I want you to worry about or look at or play with at this point is the foundation. But first, I want you to put water, and I'm going to do this right now with you, is I put water right here in the cup. This is where the makeup goes. And so right now I just did water, and I'm going to put the cap on. When you first start out, you'll want to use the cap just so it doesn't get everywhere. One thing you need to remember is hold it level. And a lot of times when we're starting out, we don't remember that. And so this is just going to save you one less thing to worry about, and you're good. Okay. So you're going to hold it about 4 finger widths away from your face. You're going to keep moving around the face. You're not going to stay in one spot like this. That doesn't even make sense, right? We need to get it all over our face. And so we'll boop, 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 boop. Good morning, Roxanne. How are ya? So then the other thing I want you to do is barely pull back on this trigger. If you pull back too much, you're going to release too much makeup, and that's going to go all over your face. And so that's not something we want. And so that's why it's so great to practice with water, because then, just have fun with it. It's easy breezy. All right, so I'm going to turn on my system. And there is air that comes out. Now, what's great about the air is, one, it feels amazing. But wherever you feel the air is where the makeup's going to go. And so that way, when you're thinking about it, okay, I feel air right here. I know the makeup's going to go there, okay? So that's great. And then nothing is being released until you pull back on the trigger. And so I start my movement, and then I'll pull back on my trigger. You'll feel a cool breeze due to the air, but when you start releasing the water or releasing the makeup, you're going to feel a little bit of coolness as well. Now, I did just spray my face and see how it's just kind of glistening. It's not crazy. And so, it feels so good. Feels amazing. Now, if I did this, that's pulling back too hard on the trigger. You can see how it feels gross. And that's just releasing too much of the makeup. And that's not something you want to do. So one thing you need to think about is this is not your traditional makeup. This is airbrushing. And so you are going to, see how wet that was? You are going to apply this differently. And so when I tell you, you do not want to see it go on. And I know that sounds weird, but it's true. You don't, with traditional makeup, you see that go on. You see that opaqueness. That's not what we're doing here with Luminous. And so when you're airbrushing and when you're practicing with water, you're just going to pull back on the trigger, And we're airbrushing and we're airbrushing and we're moving around under the eyes, just doing it with water. Notice how my eyes are open during the whole thing. And just practice that. That's all I want you to do if you're first starting out. Just play with water, which is really easy. So once you get that movement down, and that's why if you're new, that's why I only want you to practice with the foundation. That's all I want you to do. Once you get this movement down, everything else is a breeze. Okay, everything else is, oh, cool. Then we'll start looking at all the other products that we have as far as like if you want some pre-coverage or you want to hit these, like my little friend that came out today. I have one here and like one here. Lovely. I can go in and cover those. Good morning, Karen. I can go in and cover those, blend it out. Hey, Cindy. And then start my foundation. And so there's some pre-work that we can do, but if you are new, don't worry about that. Just get the foundation down. Yesterday, I did full coverage with just foundation. And so it is possible. But like I said, if you're new, just get the movement down. Just get the foundation down, okay? All right, so now I'm going to go in. Ooh, you know what I want to do? Let's do this and this. All right, so I'm actually going to do, hey, Cheyenne. Jackie, did I say hi? I think I did. I'm actually going to go in and use, I blew out all the water. And this is the Peach Color Corrector. Peach Color Corrector is going to help correct dark circles, sunspots, things like that. Now, I have redness as well, but I'm not going to worry about that, or I'm not going to change my color corrector. If I had more redness, then I would use the green color corrector for everything. So I'm all about making it as easy as possible. Do cake before, yeah, yes, Karen, exactly. I like that. All right, so now I'm going to go in, hit underneath my eyes. Remember, it's bam, bam, blend it down, bam, bam, blend it down. That's all we want to do. And then with this little friend that I have here, I can go in and hit him. You can hit it and quit it. You can just go and blend and blend. And I'm just putting this color corrector on the spots that I need that coverage. I'm not putting it all over my face. I'm just hitting those spots that I need and keep going. Oh, yay, okay. Yeah, if you're able to do this with me, come on. All right, so I put too many drops in there. The color corrector, you'll use about 2 or 3 drops, if that. You also don't necessarily, if you're using the peach, you don't necessarily have to blow it out. You can just add. Now I'm going to add natural blush. This is a natural blush that has a shine to it. Do keep in mind that our blush blooms, so it does intensify once it's done. So you only want to use about two drops. With the natural blush, you could probably use 3. Because it is a little more natural. It doesn't have any of the pink undertones, but it does have a teeny bit of shimmer. Less than the bronzer shimmer, but it does have a little bit of shimmer. So I'm going to go in and I'm bringing my stylus in a little bit and hitting the cheek area. I have to kind of look too. Now, see, that might have been too much because I already can see it, so it might intensify a little bit more. And because of the shimmer, I'm putting it a little bit higher because I do like that shimmer on top. And that's fine. Okay? Now I'm going to blow the rest of that out. Now, this is the other thing. Notice that I did my peach color corrector, I did my shimmer or my blush, and I haven't even done my foundation yet. So the fact that this might get a little bit too much doesn't bother me. Why? Because I still have my foundation to put on and I can blend it over it. So it will help blend it. Oh, Karen has a natural blush. Yay. Make sure I'm not missing anybody. All right, so now let's see. Let's add, where's my, oh, there it is. I'm going to do the Silk 4-in-1. The Silk 4-in-1 is really my go-to. It is the most forgiving foundation. So again, if you're starting out and you're like, I don't know which one to use, just go with Silk 4-in-1. And then remember that you can buy the smaller bottles of foundation if you want to try another foundation. All right, so I have my foundation in here. I'm starting out with about 4 or 5 drops. My system is on. And then now I'm going to start this movement all over my face. So I'm going to start at my cheeks and go around. Whoop. And I can tell that it's blending that blush out for me, so it's not going to be too strong. And there we go. Now, if I look in the mirror, if I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh, that blush is still too strong, guess what? I can add a couple more drops of foundation and just blend it in my cheek area. But looking right now, I like how it looks right now. So I don't have to add any more. I got the coverage that I want. So now I am good to go. I don't have to do anything else. So the next time we're on, we're going to add more color to our face. So just keep in mind in this one, if you remember anything, remember that one, if you're new, just worry about foundation. Just get the foundation down, get that movement down. Once you perfect that, then everything else is a cakewalk. So you can add different things. The blush, our blush is super high pigmented, meaning it's going to intensify. And so just start out with 2 drops. You can put blush on first, the airbrush blush on first, and then airbrush your foundation on over it. A lot of that you can do first. Contouring, highlighting, all of that you can do first before the foundation, and then allow the foundation just to blend it out. If you do it that way, which I like doing it that way because it is a more blended look, you're also using less foundation, even less foundation. So there you go. I want to put on some neutral lips. Let's do maybe this one. I think that one's tame. No, that's Desert Rose. Should I do Desert Rose? I don't know. Let's do a shimmer. No, let's do Desert Rose. I don't know. I do have a lip conditioner on. I have the Lion King lip conditioner on. The lip balm. And now I'm going to put, oh, you know what? Let's do, no, do I have it? I was going to put on Dusty Rose lip liner, but I'm just going to do, this is a beautiful neutral stain. And I work with it pretty quickly. So, oh, I have ballet pink, but it's in my purse. Okay. There we go. So my lip stain is on. Now, when you're applying the lip stains, make sure to leave your lips hard. So I just talk like this for a second, and then I lick them. You do not want to rub them together. So you don't want to go, like rub your lips together, because that's going to break up the stain. And just lick them, and then you are good to go. So my lips will be good all day long. So they're Ballet Pink is my favorite, is one of my faves, but it seriously is in my purse. I just brought everything out here. So, all right. I'm dancing. I'm dancing. Oh, Cindy went super natural. She went natural today with blush and lip liner. Love it. Actually, this look with some mascara, I'd be good. I really am digging the natural blush, because it does have that little bit of shine, but then it gives you that color too. And it would be beautiful, beautiful on the lid. That would be amazing. So there you go. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I will be back at 3. We're going to add some eyeshadow. We'll do some click and plays, some contouring probably. I don't know what else we'll do. I don't know. Who knows? All right. I will see you guys soon. Bye for now, babes.